Skinner! People already in here.
Did you have fun tonight?
No.
Did you?
There's already so many people
We've already
in here.
been on the air for so many hours that I think the three of us are loopy. Thankfully, Sean is joining us for the postgame show, so at least one of us at least doesn't have that excuse. So let's start our postgame show right now here. DLLS. Still? This is the DLLS Stars postgame show live from the lounge studio. We left our other lounge studio, our makeshift one, for the watch along. Thank you to everybody who joined us tonight during the watch along. And I really hope you enjoyed the Sam solo segment because we are lobbying, Luds and I, hard for that to be a permanent fixture. Sam by himself on the watch along while we sit in another location in the building so we don't have to worry about it. Well, beside the point.
Appreciate it.
Big thank you, of course, to Craig Ludwig and Sam Nessler. Ryan Vodder's our producer, and we welcome in Sean Shapiro, who joins us now live from Parts Unknown, who did not have to go through the entire watch-along. He just simply watched the hockey game. We'll get to Sean and these two and myself and all that implies in a moment. But first, let's talk about the DLLS Early Access Diehard-Only Black Friday sale. You can get access if you sign up to be a diehard. 30% off everything on the merch, alldls.com website. Some stuff as much as 90% discounted, but you have to be a diehard to get it before Black Friday. So it started yesterday. Big thank you to a bunch of folks who have already taken advantage of that. Talking about Tanya, Brian, Jason, T.O., apparently.
T.O.
Jenny, Jill, Emily, Guy or Guy. Luds prefers Guy. Brett,
only by pronunciation.
and Sarah.
Yeah.
Just to name a few who have already taken advantage of the DLLS Early Access Black Friday diehard only sale. If you want to sign up to be a diehard, you too can get 30% off everything in the merch store. Talk about perfect time for the holidays. Stock up now, best prices, discounts, you name it. All right, that's it. That's all I have to say. Everyone else take it from there.
Sean, let's hear what you have to say about the game.
Sean, we need 57 minutes of postgame show. Go.
Well, and to give Owen to help you all tonight, since you all did this, we're going to start in the first period. Jamie Benn scored
too early.
his 400th goal.
We got to do main takeaways first and then get to the breakdown.
If you'd like, I could just pull up the highlight of all 11 goals and give a quick play-by-play on all 11 goals. That should get us through all of this if you'd like. I could just break it down right now if you want to do that.
Can you make that stretch at least 2 segments?
I like where your head's at.
Yes.
Okay, let's start with this.
Yeah.
Let's clap for Craig Ludwig.
Attaboy.
Why?
Attaboy.
Because you correctly predicted. I mean, talk about being overshadowed tonight.
Oh,
Jamie Benn scored his.
Oh, is that who scored?
Horse's ass. He predicted it twice.
Yeah.
You said in the pregame, we have the audio. He's going to score tonight. He may have also predicted that the night before and the night before that, but that doesn't matter.
I did say it, not out loud, but I did say he'd score a goal within his first 5 games, though.
Yeah, but you also said you were going to keep predicting it till he
I
scored.
did. I told someone.
So Jamie gets his 400th career NHL goal. It snapped a 20-game regular season goal drought for the captain, including, was it in Detroit, Sean? The Leon Bischel poke-in goal, which was awful. He didn't mean to. And a disallowed goal that we thought he had it. They sent out those congratulations, and then it got overturned. Well, an 8-3 win over the Oilers kind of overshadows the captain's milestone, which was the first goal tonight, wasn't it?
Yeah, and everybody was like, oh, my God, he's going to be so happy. I said, no, he's not. Like, Jamie is here for other reasons, but I'm sure it's that one thing you can kind of check off the list, and it's the outside noise, everybody talking about it, and, when's he going to get it and all this other kind of stuff. So, but where the one thing is where does it come from? Standing in the blue paint. You know what I mean? the goals that Jamie Benn has probably scored a lot of, because that one he did not necessarily pay the price for, but Jamie scores some tough goals, right? And he goes into them dirty areas and scores his goals. So I think that is appropriate, the way that, and more importantly, where he scored it
Not
from.
too many stars paid the price for going to that area tonight, huh?
Yeah.
No, they had
a little bit of a path.
open season free reign around the Oilers crease.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean, you didn't get a chance to talk about it in the pregame show because you weren't on it, but we were talking about the importance of Jamie Benn's 400th goal, more so for the team and the franchise than for him. And one of our viewers commented in that because we were talking about, oh, well, no, he cares more about like 450 goals. Forget that. Jamie Benn cares about winning a Stanley Cup. And Luds and I both, and Sam, all three of us thought that was a much better sentiment than talking about what it means personally for him to hit 400 goals. But it's still a huge milestone, even if that's not his focus.
I don't think Jamie cares how many career goals he has, or I think any individual accolade for Jamie has been numbers counting stat wise has been. I think, maybe Luds, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think the only stat that probably matters for Jamie is longevity in games played. Like, I think just the fact that he's showing up every day and doing his job. Like, I think that's really the only stat that matters to Jamie. If he's showing up and doing his job, he's happy at the rink. I don't think, like, obviously your life is a little bit more pleasant if you're scoring goals, but he doesn't care if he has 400 goals. He doesn't care. His ultimate kind of, his goal is to get the 16th win in the spring and do what Lud's achieved a couple times. And so it was interesting for me to think about that, because tonight, I don't know how many people looked back at what happened on November 12th, earlier this month. David Pastrnak scores his 400th career goal for the Boston Bruins. And it's against the Toronto Maple Leafs, a rivalry game. And the Bruins emptied the bench to celebrate the 400th career goal.
No way.
And yes, they did. You can go look up the clip for it. And now it is the type of thing where it is funny to compare the two things. That is the worst thing in the world Jamie ever would have wanted. Jamie would have, if for what the Bruins did when Pastrnak, and you know what? Two very different humans. Pastrnak probably loved it. I guarantee you he loved the Bruins clearing the bench, emptying the bench mid-game for him to score 400. But Jamie is the exact opposite. Jamie actually maybe would have preferred a little bit of, I don't know, maybe someone else touched it, and then he would have tried to give the credit to someone else, just like he tried to do with 300, which ironically was in Boston against Pasternak's team, which is a great synergy on all of this to kind of help us fill more time blocks here.
Yeah. I got you.
Non sequitur.
To me,
that actually has something to do with it.
It does actually, Sam. That's pretty good.
That's not right.
My favorite part of the whole Jamie Benn story, and it's the one that's been told so many times, but you go back to his draft class and you look at what he's done, and as a fifth, it's not just the fifth round pick story is great and how the Stars found him and everything like that, but you look at from his draft class when it comes to, it's really him and Patrick Kane are the only two players from his class that are still basically that reliable NHLer on a regular basis. I mean, and that durability, that longevity for the way Jamie played the game and has continued to play the game and then has kind of morphed his game. It's such an impressive thing. And that's why when he gets his 400th goal, he gets this milestone. It's something where he's not going to make a big deal about it. But I guarantee you the team is going to celebrate it behind closed doors the way that Jamie deserves it, even though he won't want it. They won't do it on the ice. They won't all clear the bench, but I guarantee you somebody will be the ringleader in that room tonight to make sure that Jamie gets his kudos behind closed doors on it. And it's a cool thing franchise-wise, right? Like, for so often in this franchise, there's a guy who played with Luds who has a statue out on Victory Plaza, and obviously Jamie's not going to surpass his goal totals. That's not realistic. That's not going to happen. But to have someone else in the 400 goal club, to have somebody else do this, it's a cool thing to witness. And it really is just put all of their heart and soul into the franchise, taken some lumps, taken some criticism, and to see him keep kind of his career keep going this way, and even after this season with the collapsed lung to battle back through all of that, like it's something that deserves a ton of praise. And it's funny because Jamie got it exactly the way he wanted it. 6 other players scored in the game. After the game, he's going to be able to talk glowingly about Nathan Bastian and Justin Ritzkovian. He's going to be able to deflect every single thing away from him because of what everyone else did, and it's just perfectly fitting. So, congrats to Jamie, because that's a big deal. I mean, it's hard to score in the league. It's hard to score 1 goal in the league. It's hard to score 100 goals in the league. It's really damn hard to score 400. So,
good news is now all we have to do is ask him 3 more questions, and we're done for the night.
Sean, we may say this with all sincerity. This couldn't be a more perfect post-game show for you to be a part of tonight.
I do want to say
we're all talked out, and we need you, and you're ready to step in for us.
Yes.
There's one other thing I think with Jamie that, and I don't think it's going to be ahead of the 400th goal, but I think that being the longest tenured captain in Stars history up till now,
that has to mean
I think that's going to be something that,
that's a good one.
he'll be proud to talk about, and he probably won't talk about it, but I think I don't know where it ranks. The Cup obviously would be number 1 for him, but I think to having that honor of doing that for any professional team, but especially here in
he's
Dallas.
got to be proud too of this whole rebranding that he was part of. I know the jersey is the big part of it, that the color and everything changing, but him and Tyler Seguin were basically given the keys to say, we are in a bad spot, let's go get into a better spot. And they took this franchise to now being now we're almost 5, 6, 7 years where they've been a consistent playoff team and at least a threat to win around here and there, and now a consistent contender. That's a big deal for those 2 guys. I imagine he takes pride in that as well.
Mm-hmm.
I would totally agree, because we don't need to relitigate all of the history of it, but Jim Nill's first major move was that Tyler Seguin trade.
Yep.
Him combining Benn with Seguin to be the next big superstars with this team, and the core. Obviously, they 2 years later or so they turned into that 2016 team, which underachieved, although their goaltending probably held them back a little bit. But then it was, and ironically, Sean's written about this a ton. It's the latest wave is Jim Nill's bold move to move on from that as being the central piece of the roster, keeping them involved, but not as the primary focal points, is what has now led to more sustained success.
Yep.
Yeah, and the other thing with Jamie, I'm trying to do the math. It's what is it? This is 13th season or 14th season as
with
captain?
a C.
Which one? Is it 13 or 14?
Where in the letter you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's his 13th.
Wasn't that one of Jim Nill's first things was naming Jamie the captain? I think wasn't it in 2013?
Yeah, no, yeah. So it's you'll have to double check if this is season 13 or 14, but just to give people an idea for what it's not just what that ranks in Stars history. It's obviously the most in Stars history. The record for most time as a captain is Steve Yzerman spent 19 years as the captain in Detroit. Sidney Crosby is in his 18th season. Ovechkin is in his 16th season. Sakic was 16th season. Jonathan Toews was spent 15th season as the captain of the Blackhawks. Jamie is now
Jamie's in his 13th season.
Yeah. So Jamie, the only players who have been captains of their team longer than Jamie Benn are Zdeno Chara in Boston, Ray Bourque in Boston, Jonathan Toews in Chicago, Ovechkin in Washington, Sakic in Colorado, and Quebec. Crosby with obviously Pittsburgh, and Steve Yzerman. Like there's an elite.
That's
an elite.
Hall of Famers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's an elite list and it's teams evolve too, right? Like that's one of the other things you talk about a player and it has things go like. It's not just that like I don't think player leadership really like it's not like guys fall out of leadership stuff, but teams evolve, right? Like different you have to be in charge, to be a leader of a group for that long. Like Wyatt Johnston was 6-7 years old when Jamie Benn scored his first NHL goal, and now he's assisting on 400, right? To be able to connect with different generations of players, it's an incredible talent, and it's one of those things that, yes, I think there's a lot of things Jamie publicly probably could have handled better as a captain in his career. But everything he's done behind closed doors for that team, everything he's done for that group, these are all the things that this is why when we go through that list, we're talking about guys who are going to be in the Hall of Fame. We're talking about guys who have the utmost respect. And Jamie's right there. And I bet it's one of those where if you were outside Dallas and you asked someone to name, hey, who else has captained a team for 13 or more seasons in the NHL, I bet a lot of people would miss how long Jamie's been the leader here. So I think so. Credit to him, and hopefully, yeah. So
I was just gonna say it's a good point what you just said about Wyatt assisting. I remember guys get excited when they assist a player's first goal, right? I think Tyler assisted Wyatt's first NHL goal, and that was a big pride point of being able to do that. The other side, I don't really think of the other side of it, of Wyatt saying, I assisted Jamie Benn's 400th, or, Tyler Sagan's whatever. That's a cool thing, too. That's a cool kind of double way to look at it.
Well, and that was Wyatt's 200th point, right?
Was that his? No, it was, I think it was 199. Oh. Because he was 2 points away before the game tonight, I believe.
Oh, good. Then we avoided having to cut the puck in half. That would have been fun. Because
I think you would have given it to Jamie, even though Jamie wouldn't have taken it.
No, then got his 200th point on the Sam Steele goal.
So Wyatt got 200, just different goal.
That was the one Jamie hit the crossbar on after it hit Skinner, right?
Yeah. See, look at that. Perfect right there. Wyatt assists Jamie Benn's 400th. Jamie gets the assist on the same goal that Wyatt got the assist for his 200th.
Yes, we'll have to check with Price Waterhouse to make sure that it's right.
Digging kind of deep.
Up next, lots more of whatever this is. DLS Stars postgame show. Stars crush the Oilers 8-3 tonight.
With over 700 five-star reviews and an average rating of 4.9, Qualis Roofing is one of the most trusted names in roofing across North Texas and Austin. Homeowners and business owners alike consistently praise Qualis for their honesty, follow-through, and quality workmanship. Whether it's your home or your business, Qualis Roofing has you covered, literally. They specialize in both residential and commercial roofing projects. Based right here in North Texas, Qualis isn't some storm-chasing fly-by-night crew. They're local, experienced, and committed to doing things the right way. Schedule a free roof inspection and get a free DLLs that are going fast. And maybe if you're a diehard, you can get 90% off. I don't know. Nice. Something like that. We'll talk about that later. Replace your roof with Qualis and choose between a free Blackstone grill or a Traeger smoker, because getting a new roof should come with a little extra sizzle. Haha. If your home was hit by recent storms, don't wait. Qualis offers free storm damage assessments and can help guide you through the insurance process. Qualis isn't just good at roofing. They're great at communication. You always know where your project stands and what to expect next. Call or go online to schedule a free roof inspection, and don't forget to ask about your free grill. Visit QualisGC.com or search Qualis Roofing and Construction. That's Qualis, Qualis, or call 817-500-9008 and get started today.
All right, Lutz, thank you very much. Let's talk about Wild Fork Foods. Guys, you hear in the news beef prices are skyrocketing. It's been a top story daily for weeks. Well, guess what? We have a new partnership between DLS and Wild Fork Foods, and you guys missed out.
I ate there, though.
You
did? Didn't eat there, but I got their meat.
Right, so we went there last week as part of the DLS group. Jeff, Clarence, and John, just to name a few.
I believe Jeff was in a meat coma.
Oh, yes, very much so. And we got a personal, it was at the in the Addison, the Dallas and Preston location. We were able to get a personalized tour. Let me tell you, they truly have it all. Wild Fork Foods Meat and Seafood Market has over 700 items. Yes, it's a lot, including 500 at under $10 per pound. They have over 250 cuts of beef, poultry, seafood, pork, and even the exotics like ostrich, rabbit, and alligator. I have not tried either of those three. I was amazed at the selection. Truly was. The knowledgeable, friendly butchers know so much about their craft. And, of course, the everyday low prices. Plus, you can really buy your entire meal. They have sides. They have incredible desserts. The sides like mac and cheese, mashed potatoes. They have spices. And they have a key lime pie, lads. I'm kid you not. From the Florida Keys that looks to die for in their freezer. So check them out. Locations: Plano, Frisco, North Richland Hills, Flower Mound, Wiley, Addison, Las Colinas, Prosper up near me in McKinney, and Louisville. Their organic grass-fed ground beef, 85% is, it's not written right, $5.60 a pound. Each when you buy 2. That's about the best I've seen out there. You've got to try them all. One of their 9 area DFW locations. Learn more at wildforkfoods.com. All right.
That was good.
Sean, is Sam.
Sorry, that was not intentional.
We have Sean and Jan
That was
tonight.
not intentional.
Yeah.
I'm tired for my intermission report.
My goodness, Sam. All right. Anybody want to talk about any part of the game? You want me to go through it? Do you want to just?
We talked about Jamie. We got
scored
past
a goal.
that.
How about Nathan? Well, how about the power play? Power play hadn't scored in 3 straight games, and Rope Hintz. We don't have any breakdowns tonight because we did the watch along.
Well, they end with 2.
But Luds, 3 for 3. Luds, you would have absolutely tore apart
3 for 3 when it
zone
counted.
coverage. What's that?
3 for 3 when it counted. There was a power play in the third pair where Kyle Capobianco and Jake Ottinger ran into each other.
Yes,
So
that was
there was-
excellent.
So was it actually 3 for 4 by the end?
That was excellent.
So
Luds enjoyed that
was,
play.
Which one are we talking about? The Bouchard one? Oh,
Copacabana ran right into Jake.
yeah.
trying to get the puck.
I wrote something about Coco down there. It wasn't pleasant.
Yes.
No,
You talking about the power play goal?
the Rope Hintz goal on the rebound from Miro Haskins one-timer.
Yeah, well, what set that whole thing up was Jason Robertson, and it's because of what he has done in the last few weeks by shooting the puck and scoring goals as much as he has, but more importantly, shooting the puck. When Robo got to the top, he got between the circles, and he actually threat to shoot, and then he pulls 3 guys into the lane. One of them falls, slides it over to Miro. Miro lets the puck go, and then obviously the goal is scored, but by Hintz, which was really nice because he ends up having to go back to his forehand and he buries it.
It was similar to the way he had to open up for his goal in Calgary, right?
Yes,
Right?
Yeah.
He's good at that. He's quick at that, and he gets it elevated really quick and tight.
he gets it off. But I think that everything leading up to what Robo's been doing lately leads to that because they all know this guy's shooting the puck from everywhere, and he freezes 3 of those guys and trying to get into shooting lanes, and they all take the eyes away from the goaltender also, but can't let the goaltenders off the hook here.
I just realized that when I was figuring out our ad reads tonight, I forgot that Sean was going to be on the show, so he didn't get any ad reads.
You can have my
You can have my DLS
section 3. That's the
merchandise.
So
same
you can have
one.
that one.
You can have
You
both
can nail
minutes.
that one.
You get both minutes
So
of that
I
one.
would like to formally announce that based on a majority vote, that our third ad break
man.
tonight, Sean will be having to do a 2-minute ad read
Oh,
about
amazing.
merchandise and the Black Friday early access for the diehards.
We're off.
We'll give you all the. You guys,
We can go to
leave
Jack in
right
the Box.
no, you can't leave
Oh,
because we need you for the 4th segment. But you guys are now off the hook for the third ad break.
okay,
Just
fair.
wanted to throw that out there. Thank you, Sean.
Appreciate it,
Good
Sean.
You
door-
are a
you guys-
true hero.
DoorDash or Uber Eats or whoever is the proper sponsor should he's Jack in the Box to the door right now for
There you go.
guys.
You get it.
Do they
Like-
get door dashed?
Probably.
They do.
I don't know.
You
if
know
we
what's
have
the
that
key?
here.
You know what's the key?
Yeah,
This is
getting
important
DoorDash.
before we get back to hockey. The key is if you're excited about a food, you order it now so that when you get home, it's there at the door. Or you order it and then you go in the back door and forget that you ordered it, and then you wake up in the morning and it's sitting in front of your door.
So you're
Like
saying
serial
you can't
killer
just pick it
stuff.
up on your way home?
No,
I'm
that
confused
takes-
by all parts of that.
that takes driving. Which part?
Wait,
Well, he's saying you can pull up to your door and eat.
Yeah, so
basically.
you pull up, then it's already there. You
Would it be
walk in,
opossums or
you're
just
there,
possums? Says
pants
opossum.
off,
I
knock
could-
them in the
I could
middle.
kill
all
all their
four of them
singular
on the
and
way
plural,
home.
too.
Oh, that's
No.
the key. Is you see to get him in the car.
The problem is our speaker's too quiet and he couldn't hear.
What did he say?
He just did a great.
What is the
job.
break over yet? Are
No.
we
Not
into the
even
next
close.
ad read?
Got about 35 seconds.
Wait, we only have 12 goals to go.
So, all right, let's do this a little bit more rapidly. We have Hint scored the power play goal. Then Bastian scores twice. One of them doesn't count because of a high stick. The first one, I mean, he walked right in one-on-one with Stuart Skinner. Great shot, short side high over the glove. But, I mean, he literally walked unimpeded directly at their goal.
Yeah, I'm thinking Kulak is going to get a little video session on that one. He was pretty soft right in front of their bench, I believe it was. But anyway, yeah, Basham, nice shot. Sean would you say not a great goal there, that one?
I would say not a great. I mean, anytime your goalie lets up 4 goals on 8 shots or whatever it was in the first period, you're having some problems. I mean, it's funny, right? The whole Stuart Skinner long con that he's gotten on the Stars the past couple of years. This is regular season Stuart Skinner.
Yeah.
This is what he's every single time the Stars have played him in the regular season. He's the past 3 seasons now. He's been absolutely horrible. And then obviously has had turned into something different in the postseason. So it was bad. I mean, it was also kind of funny to watch how this all kind of, because it's right now we're all of this Olympic stuff and everything, and Sam's boy Scott Wedgwood gets added to the Team Canada list for the Olympics today, by the way, and so he's now under. Yeah, he's officially on the list now for Team Canada.
What world are we living in that Wedgie's going to be an Olympian?
Like,
yeah, he does.
And this is a guy who, like, before the season started, there was the big famous quote of Stuart Skinner saying he was going to play himself into being one of Canada's goalies, and there was all of Canada was watching tonight, and there's the reason it was not good.
So. We're supposed to talk about Dallas, but I got to ask Sean. Like, what is Edmonton?
Please.
What does Edmonton do, Sean? I mean, what do you do with Skinner? I mean, there's rumors out there of this guy, that guy, and if it's Bennington,
would you like to do that question on the other side of the ad break so we move this along?
That's what I said. Let's follow up on this right after this break.
Perfect, Leds, you're perfect. I love it.
Let's do that. Yeah.
All right, Sam, it's you.
Oh, right on. Which one is it?
Monarch.
Let's talk about Monarch, because finances can be messy and confusing, but with Monarch, they're not, folks. They're not. Some people don't even know how many accounts they have. Me, I'm one of those people. But if you want to know and you want it all in one place so you can face the music and get your together, Monarch is there for you. Monarch's a super simple financial tool. Gets all of your accounts, investments, 401k, everything in there in one place. So you get a clear financial picture and you can reach your financial goals. For me, it was really simple. Like I just said, I don't remember everything. I'm not great at paying attention to numbers. Not so good at math. I have trouble driving at night. That's irrelevant. But Monarch helps with most of those things. Not driving at night, but all of the financial stuff to help you reach your financial goals and put everything in a clear picture. Don't let financial opportunities slip through the cracks. Use code DLS at monarch.com in your browser for half off your first year. That's 50% off your first year. Monarch.com. That's just monarch.com. Code DLS.
How do you get home tonight?
Huh?
Did you take an Uber home?
All right.
No, I just rough it.
Let's talk about prize picks. The other night I did quite well with the prize picks pick. Tonight, it's not what you thought. I didn't think this game was going to be a laugher. So let's go through it real quick. I'll tell you what I did and how I failed miserably. Liam Bichsel, I had in my lineup more than 3 hits. He had 3. I needed 1 more. The game wasn't as closely contested as you expect. It was played almost like relaxed pond hockey. There wasn't the hitting that normal. Miro Heiskanen more than 26 and a half minutes. He played 23 because they could just roll their D pairs and play that third pairing a lot when you're up by that many goals. So that's 0 for 2. Leon Draisaitl, more than 2.5 shots on goal. He had 2. Boy, I didn't see that coming. Connor McDavid, more than 1.5 shots on goal. He had 1.
Bottom line is you stink at this stuff.
And then Jason Robertson, more than 0.5 goals. I got that one
true.
right. So, unfortunately, when you go 1 for 5 in a prize picks lineup, you do not win. So that one didn't go so well because that was totally unexpected. But you should download the Prize Picks app today. Use the code DLLS. Get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code DLLS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
As I was saying.
By the way, I'll just call myself out. Because I couldn't remember when we started, I just sent us to break 5 minutes early.
50.
No, we were supposed to go at
Ryan
20.
texted me to tell me that.
Anyway,
I just remember the start time and the finish time.
Right,
Yeah.
and so when
Let's
I
know
got,
when
I'm
he's at
looking
Jack
at
in
it
the
going,
Box.
oh, well, we got to go at 15, and then I went, man, that segment been really fast.
I think that's another shirt for Miko. Finish time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Finish.
All
So-
right, let's ask your question.
Anyway, Sean,
Hungry.
what are they going to do with this guy? I mean,
Did you say you were hungry?
how if it, let's just say it's a Bennington deal. What happens to the team that takes Skinner? Or do you think it changes scenery? Because wasn't the concept to change the goaltending coach this summer or whatever it was, and that was going to fix him? Or look at you shaking your head like you're like that was really going to work, right?
Yeah, I mean he's like, does anyone really? It's one of the funny things to say.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's a really good question, Lutz. It's
That's
one
all
of
we do
it's one of the
around
funny things. It's one of the funny things to look at that you're talking about on a Stars show, because the Stars are the one team he has found success against in that playoff round, right? But he's lost the net in both rounds on the way before that, and then got it back. And so if you're the Oilers, and for me, it's one of those deals where when McDavid signed for $12.5 million for 2 years, I think one of the greatest lines, and I'm not the person that coined it, somebody did, was McDavid bridged the Oilers, right? Where McDavid went and went to the Oilers and been like, okay, show me what you're going to do for me, because in 2 years I can go sign for blank check wherever I want.
$1,100,000.
Exactly.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
If you're Edmonton, and you kind of add into the fact of, probably doesn't help that I think Lud's one of the Binnington thought processes too, is McDavid has some hardware from last year at Four Nations because of what Jordan Binnington did. And he may, in theory, if Canada goes and wins a gold medal at the Olympics, Binnington's probably going to be a net for that as well. And so there's another kind of like immediacy of like, hey, this is the guy who could solve your problems. But is it going to be cheap? No. The other thing, if you're Edmonton, you're just kicking all tires on everything. Like, if we talk about finish time with Mikko Rantanen, let's talk about some Finnish goalies. If you're, and I know UC Saros has the full no movement clause, so the goalie definitely controls where he goes. But if you're Stan Bowman, why are you got to be knocking down a downtrodden Barry Trotz's door right now to try to trade for UC Saros, right? Like, you've got to be trying to figure out how to make that work. And if that's not going to work, there's Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen with the Buffalo Sabres, who is, and I mean, he has the he will have no movement clause, full no trade protection, I believe, on July 1st. So it's with him. He's one of those guys where you would try to make the move. Now, obviously, Edmonton needs a move right now in season. It's like the Oilers need to try to figure out try to copy what Colorado did. And what Colorado did last year, they completely revamped both goaltenders, because Stuart Skinner's not the guy. Yep. Stuart Skinner's not the guy. Calvin Pickard is a wonderful 4A organizational depth guy, but he's not an NHL backup. So if I was Edmonton and I was put in the spot of, hey, go fix the problem, the first thing I'm doing is I'm calling those Central Division. I'm basically I'm making 3 calls in the Central Division. I'm calling St. Louis to get Jordan Binnington, and if that doesn't work, I'm also calling Nashville at the same time to try to get UC Saros, even though that's a harder sell to get because of the player control and the state of kind of contract things. And then I'm also calling Chicago, because Laurent Brossoit, who has not played yet this year because of injury, the Chicago goaltending situation is pretty good right now, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you have, between what Spencer Knight is doing, between what Arvid Soderblom is doing, Drew Commesso is doing a pretty good job, and Rockford is the number 3. Laurent Brossoit is coming back from injury, but that's at least a guy who has been a 918, 916 goalie before. So Sean, I'm making that call as well. Yeah.
Let me jump in real quick and just say how I think really savvy it was that Pittsburgh went and got Artur Shilov's excess in Vancouver, and I think got a steal of a move.
Yeah. It's a position that you need to have the depth, and you need to have. It's one of the spots. Like, what was one of my bigger concerns with the Stars that we've had in the past is what happens. It's why the Magnus Hellberg signing was important last year. You needed to have a number 3 that you could trust, right? Like, and Edmonton doesn't have a 1, 2, or 3 they trust, and so that's just it's a wonder. It makes for fascinating, wonderful storylines. I mean, where Edmonton doesn't play till Saturday. So originally, I was thinking this space of like, how the hell in the world do the Stars play a 3 and 4 around Thanksgiving? But the Edmonton Oilers play tonight and then don't play again till Saturday, and then they go to Seattle. But maybe this is the perfect cosmic karma of a result, because now they don't play till Saturday, so they have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and up until the game time Saturday, for all of Edmonton to implode upon itself about how we fix this problem.
I want to ask you, on that note, this was the only, to Sean's scheduling comments, amazingly, there are 15 games tomorrow. Only 2 teams aren't playing. Edmonton's 15. One of those 2. This was the only game in the NHL tonight, which means, as Sean said, all of Canada and any hockey fans that wanted to tune in the U.S. tonight, this was the only game. So the eyes were on Edmonton, and they were happy they had a big win in Florida to end their road trip, but they've been talking about how they haven't played well. We talked about the defensive coverage and all that implies. What do you think the response, because we always think about it from how does it affect the Dallas Stars? How do they play? Can we be critical of this? Can we be positive of this? What's the Edmonton reaction to that?
Well, I'm not worried. I wouldn't worry about outside of the locker room about Edmonton and the fans. They are what they are. I'm worried that what is Stan, like, I'm talking about a GM that if you watched Connor or McDavid was disinterested.
Not
tonight.
Interested. No,
and when you saw the goal, I think it was Bastian's second goal, McDavid or Draisaitl lost the puck behind the net, and his reaction was just nothing. So I'm concerned, if I'm a general manager, I'm concerned I'm losing those 2 guys. Not losing them from the standpoint they'll never compete, but they're going, this isn't going to work this year. And Connor, in my opinion, well, I think that's, I'm assuming, he took a huge haircut to say, bring, basically, I'm giving you some time here to build this team.
Yeah.
And if you're not going, but that being said, I don't know if the goaltenders, as Sean said, is helping fix this, because who's going to take them?
Well, in those 2, so coming into tonight, Connor McDavid was leading the NHL in assists and 3rd in points.
Mm-hmm.
Draisaitl was tied for 3rd in goals and tied with Jason Robertson for 10th in points. Robo had a 3-point night, so now he's 3 points ahead. But
them 2 could care less now about their points.
Right, but they are producing, but they didn't look like they were interested tonight.
No, they've been to the dance, sitting right there waiting for it, and got hosed. And so and we know, McDavid is hanging everything on a Stanley Cup, right? And so the other guy is too. So I believe that is what's, you can't lose those 2. I mean, now if you lose them 2, and I know they're not going to lose them, but I don't know how you sweet talk them into going, come on guys, we need you to, well, yeah, we've been doing this. Like, when are you going to pull the trigger on something?
Sean, this isn't about goaltending specifically. It's just about their team in general. They now, and I was watching when we had 5 seconds to catch our breath from our watch along, the Oilers media,
I don't remember that,
pointing out that they have given up 9 at home against Colorado and now 8 at home against Dallas. And those feel like ones that stick with you a lot, because it's 2 of the big guns in the West on their home ice. I know it's regular season and it doesn't mean the same as playoffs, but that's 17 goals against in 2 home games against 2 of the big contenders in your conference.
Well, and then let's also talk about the other narrative that is the easy to read, to lead the Edmonton radio blurbs tomorrow. The Dallas Stars came to town without Mikko Rantanen, without Matt Duchene, without Thomas Harley, and Nathan Bastian scored twice, right? Like it's like, this is nothing against like Nathan Bastian, but just from the level of it, if you were just to tell someone, hey, the Stars came to town and beat Edmonton 8-3, you'd be like, oh man, Rantanen must have had a big game. What? Oh, Miro Heiskanen probably had a big offensive night. Thomas Harley probably did something. And I go and tell you that, you know what? It's just a complete no-show, and some of those players didn't even play. Like, that just adds to the sting of all this, right? And let's also be very clear. Let's pause for a second here to give a ton of credit to the Stars, because this is one of those games where the Stars had every built-in excuse to lose, right? There was every excuse to lose this game, every possible chance for, between losing one of your best players for suspension, dealing with the schedule that we talked about, the 3 and 4 that no one else is dealing with, a little bit of maybe, hey, it's like maybe extra nerves from your coach going back there after he was an assistant before. You had every single possible thing that could have been contorted into we could have been doing this post-game show and we'd be like, well, you know what? This happened, so everything's fine. That's my best Mike Heike impression.
That
But
was good.
but it's instead the Stars did they showed up and did the job, and Edmonton was just they pounded a team that was not interested. And
Here,
credit
Sean,
to
you
Dallas.
bring up a great point here.
Yeah.
We led,
Yeah.
Sam, the pregame show with Mikko's suspension.
Mm-hmm.
We showed the player safety explanation as why he was automatically suspended a game. And we literally said, Nate Bastian comes in. How are we going to work the lines? We're guessing because we didn't see him from morning skate.
Should have just slid him up to the top line.
And if you had told me before the game that not only was Mikko suspended, but as Sean said, Bastian was going to score twice and
Almost
actually a
3
third
times.
time and have one
third time.
disallowed for eye stick, I would have said you were completely off your rocker. Mikko Rantanen being suspended for this is a complete non-story after what just transpired.
This team, every single time, there's times where you say, my team always gets backup goalie, and you're like, okay, every team probably says that. I don't know that any team is like Dallas in the way that they are, where they just look totally dead for 40 minutes and then just score 3 goals, come out and get a great win. Or everyone's injured and they play the Edmonton Oilers. I know who are a mess, but it's still the Edmonton Oilers and beat them 8-3. I think this team, I don't know the word for it quite yet, but fans explain it as like LOL a lot, like just LOL watching this team.
Yeah.
That's all I can say sometimes. I don't know what to expect from them, but I give them full credit for doing what they can do.
Luds, is this what the fans this season of the Colorado Avalanche feel like watching games like this, where they just goal, and it's like, oh yeah, it wasn't even competitive? Is that what Avs have won 9 in a row? They're steamrolling teams. Is that how they're feeling right now?
I do. I do. I mean,
it doesn't even look like it's close half the time.
I think Rantanen's probably disappointed he didn't play tonight because he's probably going to end up with 4 or 5 points.
Yeah,
you know
great point.
But yeah, I mean, you come to expect it.
Yeah.
But you know what? Don't we try to talk people down because this really isn't the important time of the year, you know? So, and you can say it for everything that Sean just said. What happens when the rest of these guys are in the lineup? What are you looking at? And sometimes you're like, just take your time, boys. Everything's going good here. You know, let's make sure you're completely healthy because when you're rolling, you know, all of a sudden you put in Duchesne and you do that kind of stuff, and then it kind of dips a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I just think that we know exactly what this game is like and what happens when you get to that game 1 of the playoffs and things change. And so what's happening here isn't necessarily always what's going to happen there, where everybody else. And again, we're in the 20s. Are we getting close to 30 yet? We're about
like
5
20.
games.
Here, hold on, Sean. I know you have something to say, but T.O., Sports Guy T.O., and a couple others. This is wild. Sports Guy T.O., Oilers hired DeBoer before Christmas. Can you imagine if they got rid of Chris Knobloch, which I don't think they'll do, and they hired Pete DeBoer?
That'd be great.
And now it's Gulutzan versus DeBoer, but it's Stars Oilers in reverse. I mean, that would just be a
see, to me,
crazy
that
narrative.
with Jackson upstairs and Knobloch, there's a, I don't know, Sean, what you think about that, but there's a connection to their best player.
No
best
doubt.
player on
I
the
don't think
planet.
it's gonna happen. I just think that's a silly fantasy.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, talk about. Well,
Yeah,
I don't think you're. Like I said, I don't know if you lose a guy like that, but I think McDavid understands this is a business too. But I mean, I don't think this is about coaching.
No,
I don't.
No,
This isn't.
No.
An effort thing too.
Yeah. No,
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
Sean was ready. I was
The other-
ready.
the
We
other
gave
funny
him the
thing-
floor, and then we talked over him. Go ahead,
No,
Sean.
no, I was just waiting. I was just waiting to. I mean, it's the other thing about this whole situation with the Oilers and where things with the Stars. This is as everything matters, right? It's as the song was brought up today, nothing else matters, right? We're throwing back everything to 99 in that way, and it's true. It is really a Stanley Cup or bust feeling for this team, and that's fine. I will say this. You talk about what are the Avalanche fans, and I wrote about this in a column over at D Magazine today, where, Sam, you talk about the Stars and They are a roller coaster. They are a loop-de-loop built in with a twirl, and on top of that, while you're waiting in line, the next roller coaster over is going to issue a citation for stepping on their property and not setting up proper residences within the right counties and everything like that. Yes, exactly. It's everything.
Sean,
but
think about what we saw today.
Let me. Yes, exactly. Like
on Twitter alone,
but
what we saw today from the Stars.
I know. Like they reveal a jersey today, and whether they go to reveal a jersey today, whether it was planned or not, and I'm sure the kudos to the creative team for quickly pivoting to make it all look faster, if that was on purpose or not. I don't know, but we had been told to prep for an emergency pod on Wednesday. I guess technically it's Wednesday right now where I am, so maybe.
And they also hosted a member of the Dallas City Council in their Dallas offices.
Oh, that was. I mean, that was definitely unplanned, right? To have a member of Dallas City Council at the Dallas corporate offices, that was unplanned. You never know how that goes. But
so nice to have a visit in your Dallas office.
Oh, I know. This is
by the way, the carpet
coaster.
Looked really fresh there, if you noticed in that picture.
But at least this roller coaster past the inspection that you can ride safely. I'll put it that way, right? There's a lot of teams in the NHL when it comes to when you hop on this roller coaster and you go on this, it might be jumping the ramp. The seat belts might not be attached. You have emotionally speaking, you might have no idea if you are going to if there's going to be something this all builds into. At least with the Stars roller coaster, the ride is going to be exciting and the ride isn't going to completely fall apart because of what they've built foundationally, even if there was some chaos and all of it. Anyhow, I think there's a break and I have to speak for 2 more minutes.
Inspected,
so is that the case?
unlike our elevator.
It may have some vomit on it, but at least it's not going to break down.
Yes,
I like that. That's
code.
a great analogy. Stars hockey.
Yes.
Just bring a wet wiper too. All right, up next, Super Chat and much more.
And Sean's ad read.
And Sean for a 2-minute ad read now that Luds and Sam are off the hook on DLS. Go.
It's doing the okay, here we are. Yes, first let's talk about, I don't even know what the ad read is. I know it's just DLLS. So first the Black Friday sale. You get to save up to 90% early access, diehards only. It's great. You see all of those shirts up there. You see the Otter shirt. You see a cool sweatshirt. You see the number one finger thing. I don't see the captain shirt up there. I don't know why, but I'm sure you can get that one for sale too, because he scored his 400th career goal tonight, and that's a pretty big deal. Even if the shirt has a visor and not a thing, but we can deal with that later in my own mind. Anywho, Black Friday sale, 90% off, diehard access only, early access for diehards only. It's also one of the added benefits and of this mystery box of cool stuff you get by being a diehard that we just keep kind of adding. You know what? Like originally it used to be, hey, be a diehard. You get into the Discord. You get to ask Lud some questions. You get to read Sam's writing. You get to read about
it. Still
stuff.
hot?
You get to be part of this community. Yes. Now you get
almost
it's up to 90% off shirts. Early access. It's crazy what you get as a diehard. So become a diehard.
1 minute left. Keep going.
1 minute left. I know. And now I think, is it time for a newsletter conversation? Do we talk about newsletters? Because I think one of the best ways you should spend your morning, tomorrow's Wednesday, you want first thing in your inbox, the DLS newsletter. It's going to give you every update you need on DLS sports. From the Stars game, Owen is texting me as we're going. That's why you're hearing dinging. We can't hear it.
Keep going. You're fine.
Okay. The Stars game, you have what happened in the Cowboys world. The Cowboys play on Thursday. I'm sure there's something on that front. So it's free. alldls.com/newsletter. And you get it at the top of your inbox each morning. Sign up, join the QR code. That's my 2 minutes. I think we're done. Let's get to some super chats. You all are great.
Thank you, Sean. In the meantime, Sam stood up because he wants to ruin the shot and give Ryan.
Good, no, he's actually
attack.
I'm still. They can still see. He's still in the picture.
Well, that's inappropriate.
Hey, you forgot to mention, Sean, but you didn't know this. That Sam, I believe our general manager told us that those shirts from the Face-Off collection will be sold out by Thursday. Didn't he say that?
I mean, if you don't get
something was going to be sold out by Thursday.
you better hurry up. Those
Ben?
ones right there.
Yeah, they were going to be sold out by Thursday. Oh, and can we pull up the Jamie Benn shirt?
Ben was here?
Can we pull that shirt up? Apparently not. Okay. So, there it is.
I'm wearing it.
I only want to pull it up because Jamie got 400. There you go.
No, and they showed on the Victory Plus podcast Jamie's first career NHL goal where he had a visor on. I didn't even realize that he started in the league with a visor
when he was
and
on
then
Mike
eventually
line.
took it off. Sean, do you know the backstory there?
I do. He because they had started him on the wing, and he ended up moving back to the wing, obviously. But they tried him at center for a full season, and since he started taking more faceoffs, he did not like the sweat and F on the visor when he was taking faceoffs. That's why Jamie took the visor off, and then they moved him back to the wing, and still takes a lot of faceoffs. But yes, it was the attempt. It was the attempt in center movement of his career.
So Sam's wearing the shirt right now, and so you can see that while he no longer wears the visor, it is not historically inaccurate that Jamie has a visor on his helmet
from his
now.
first
So
goal.
the mystery has been solved. It's just an early, first year Jamie Benn helmet.
It's an early picture.
I don't think that the folks that made this shirt knew that.
Oh,
though.
give him some credit.
I'm just saying.
All right.
A lot of super chats.
So we have 11 super chats, and we wanted to show you the jersey schedule real quick. Can we squeeze them both in? There it is. So Sean, you didn't get a chance to talk on the emergency pod. So give us 30 seconds, which can be 3 minutes, but let's try. They're going to wear it for the first time on Friday against the Utah Mammoth, and then Sunday against the Ottawa Senators. And then look at that. DLS Stars Takeover Day against the Penguins, December 7th. Tell us a little bit about your reaction and thoughts to the 99 jerseys.
I liked them more after I saw them in the shots on the players. The hanging. I think it's a jersey where I don't think I don't think the jersey does itself justice hanging on a hanger. I think it's one where it looks a lot better from the player pictures and everything like that.
How about Jake's pads?
Those are I do like the Bauer printed one. I've got to get a shout out to Mike McKenna because Mike McKenna was a Bauer client.
Yes, he
is. Who did the first Bauer reactor throwback print that way. So that was kind of cool to see Jake go with that. And anyway, time I can mention Mike McKenna's pads, that's great. My one takeaway on this is Luds, if they're giving the 99 team the jersey tribute, there's no way in hell you're not getting your float if they win 16 games this spring. So I was happy.
He should have one of these sweaters.
I agree with you both.
We should.
Well, Holly's got one.
Yes.
Yeah. Holly has one.
He's got two.
He's the ambassador of fun for the Stars.
He what?
Apparently, according to their tweets today, he's the ambassador of fun.
Still?
That's what they said. I don't know if that's...
I think he's the ambassador of fun on two teams.
I don't think even
that was okay. Anymore. Do people know that was an actual title? Real quick, just historically speaking, do people know that was actually his title?
Yeah.
I did. I know Luds.
I was pissed.
No, Luds, I know you.
Because you're an ambassador of fun.
But we just talked about the Jamie Benn visor story. Historically speaking, let's give a quick
one little
breakdown.
Goal and he's the ambassador of fun.
So there was before when they gave Brett Hull a job basically with the Stars, where they said, "Hey, you're the ambassador of fun," and he was basically in some goofy commercials and he was around the rink, and then things were kind of not working as well, and Doug Armstrong's time with the Stars was coming to an end as a GM. And so they decided the Ambassador of Fun title was enough to somehow combine that into the co-GM job with Les Jackson, which gave us the Sean Avery era in Dallas and various other things. So the Ambassador of Fun role I know there's a lot of people who know what I'm talking about already, but it's a very real, funny thing from Stars history that they actually made that a title. And now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm very upset they didn't give it to Luds because I think he would still be in the office with that job right now. So,
well, I don't know about the office, but he'd still be having fun.
He didn't come in the office when he was the GM. He came in every 2 weeks, he said.
All right,
so
Ryan,
what are you doing, Holly? I'm here to pick up my paycheck.
Ryan, hit the bing bong. We got
Let's hit him.
Let's go.
Let's hit him.
Let's do it.
So Stars at Night 99 with a Nils Lundqvist and Jamie Benn. third jersey drop, Benn number 400, Robo. Whoop, too far. Robo franchise leading goal streak and dunking on the Oilers without Moose. This is literally the perfect day.
Robo's longest career goal streak as well.
Yes, broke his own
Obviously.
record of 6 to now 7. Next one is I Love
Was a
Missy
good day.
1985 with a Heiskanen 99 Cup year. Suck it, Soilers. You 8-3 it. Oh, like you hate to see it. Get it? You 8-3 it. If you live in Edmonton, that is go Stars.
That was creative. I love that.
Sam, can you read that one?
That's a good question. Biden's diaper. Thanks for that one. Miro Heiskanen and Jamie Benn. No Mikko, no problem.
Nice. See, very
They
good.
scored 8.
All right, Anthony P. 99-98 with a Hatcher and Year After the Cup. Irony of this beat down bringing Pete DeBoer to Edmonton. That was a new thought tonight. By the way,
we did enjoy that.
Speaking of the jersey number 2, Brendan Smith.
Yes, signed a contract 1 year in Columbus.
Good for
Good
him.
for him.
All right,
deal.
we have another Biden's diaper, Heiskanen and 90 and Ben. David McConnor's face annoys me.
David
you.
McConnor.
Sam, you're up.
Okay, Craig Buttwig.
No, there's an S.
Oh, Craig's Buttwig. Darian Hatcher in the Cup year.
No,
Brendan
you're
Smith.
after the Cup.
You're after the Cup. Hey,
AG double hockey stick.
Oh, hell yeah, Stars.
There you go.
Are the Oilers done? Holy moly.
Like, let's smirking over there.
I don't know.
Corey Dudley with a Ben. Ooh, I like that. Is Jamie Benn a Hall of Famer? Does it take a cup to get him in?
If he wins a cup, he has to, right? He's won gold.
We're talking about hockey Hall of Fame? Or Dallas Stars Hall of Fame?
Dallas Stars Hall of Fame, he's already in, I'd imagine.
I will say it will be an interesting thing. There is no one who is retired that's won the Art Ross is not in the Hockey Hall of Fame.
Got a gold, including a big goal to get him to the gold medal game. He's got, if he gets a cup,
he's about to hit 1,200 games.
I think he's very close. 1,200 games,
400
goals.
He's
done a
Stanley
lot.
Cup and longevity with the Stars, maybe.
Yeah, he's done a lot.
It's
I could give
a
you my
championship
Pat
is
Verbeek
definitely
story too. Beaker's not in.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right, go to the next one.
Yeah. So.
Hey yo.
Sorry, Sean. We were just trying to get this so we don't do overtime tonight. It's been long enough. All right, Burned Oils with a Lundqvist and Year After the Cup. When Sean is wearing his purple hat, I always feel like he's wearing matching gormets. That's not spelled right. Superhero Sean. Sorry, Burned Oils, but I have to call you out on that one. Yoshi 6.
I don't know if he's wearing matching or undergarments.
Oh, it's Yoshi. You got to read this one. It says Yoshi.
Yes, Yoshi 639. Yoshi's been in the chat all night. Miro Heiskanen and Cup year. Grundle Cam brought to you by DiGiorno. If you watched the watch along, you did get some Grundle Cam. So
Mason
that's
Phillips,
a reason to tune
59
in.
with a Heiskanen 99 Cup year. Luds, would you say this team has come a long way physically?
Yes. Yeah. Just 1% per guy.
Love it.
Yep.
Sam?
Mikko bringing 15%. I can't read the bottom ones. It's too bright.
Okay. Stars at Night 99 with a Lundqvist and Ben. Here's an idea. Could DLS possibly do a T-shirt with the full body star design, just like the classic jersey? Would the Stars organization allow that?
That'd be cool.
Stars outline. That would be interesting.
That'd be
wouldn't
cool.
it?
Yeah.
And then Stars at Night 99. Can you read this one? With a Hatcher and 99
Hatcher Cup year. I want the hat trick throw, please.
Oh, because the 3. Yeah, there it goes. That's the third super chat. All right.
I was wearing one. Now you guys get to see my hair.
Really well done, Stars at Night 99. We appreciate that. We got through the super chats.
We crushed it.
All right.
2 minutes to spare. You want to give us your Pat Verbeek story?
No.
No. Does Jamie Benn need to win a cup to get his jersey retired? Because he's up there in all the franchise records.
No.
He's clearly a Stars Hall of Fame. You think he's a lock for a jersey retirement?
His jersey's going up there.
Yeah.
So it's a Stanley Cup for Hockey Hall of Fame?
Darian Hatchers.
Yeah. I don't know about the Hall of Fame with the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've seen
Stanley
some
Cup,
other guys.
gold, Art Ross.
Yeah.
400, 12. It's a lot of numbers.
Yeah.
A lot of big things, right?
He is a but it's as Lud said, Pat Verbeek's not in, and neither is the
I don't know.
Neither's
Is there a comparable in there?
Redmore.
Is there a comparable? Jamie?
Redmore's not in either, so it's like
Yeah, it's funny. I think this is, we complain sometimes. We're like, how is he not in the Hall of Fame? But also, that's kind of the point of the Hall of Fame is it's supposed to be exclusive. Like it's supposed to be a huge honor. You start putting in all the people that are right there near the bubble, you're gonna have a massive Hall of Fame.
No,
so
you make a great point.
I do agree sometimes.
Totally. All right.
Except for Joe Pavelski.
Huge thank you tonight for everybody who stuck with us for the whole entirety of a long, long evening. Thankfully, we don't have to do that tomorrow, but I'm sure they'll ask us to do it again sometime. We have a show tomorrow night. Sean, you're on that. Are you on pregame or just postgame?
Bing bong.
I should be on. Oh no, I should be on pregame.
Biden's diaper with a Hatcher a year after the Cup. Oilers stink as bad as my underpants.
I think that would be better if you said.
Hat trick, by the way.
If you
got to
said,
throw a hat.
I think that would be better if you said that is as bad as my diaper.
Oh, grammatically better.
Name was diaper. Biden's diaper.
Yes.
Yep.
Pregame show tomorrow night at 8:30 Central Time. What? That's 9:30 in Seanland. Stars and
let's just come back here and do a ride along. Come on.
Luds is going to do a solo show tomorrow. We're taking the day off then. 9 o'clock game Central Time. Stars at the Seattle Kraken. And we hope you all join us there. For Ryan Vaughters, our producer, for Sean Shapiro, Craig Ludwig, Sam Nessler, I'm Owen Newkirk. Thank you very much for joining us. We will not wish you happy Thanksgiving yet because we have another game tomorrow. Then we'll do it tomorrow night. Stars thump the Oilers. Good night. We want the Stanley Cup.
We all silly like the mayor.